What up, dog? What's happening? I just want to share a little something. You know what I'm saying? Share something while I got a little time on my hands and I'm thinking about it. So I got homeboys, right? In my neighborhood, we all know each other. There's guys that watch me grow. There's guys that I watch grow. You know what I'm saying? Like youngins watch me, and I was watching the older niggas. And we all know each other. But the thing is, we all have our own circle, right? Our own circle of friends or best buddies. You know what I'm saying? So, just about, let's say, 2014, right? We're gonna say 2014. I had a couple best buddies. I had like really 3 to 4 best buddies. Two of them was younger than me. One of them was the same age as me. And another one was like probably like 4 years older than me. 4 or 5 years older than me. So the two that's younger than me, one of them, the two that's younger than me, both are married. They have a family. Okay? The one that's my age, he haven't had a child yet. He just got a girlfriend. The one that's older, he didn't have a child yet. He had a girlfriend, but they broke up. So I'm like the only one with no kids, no girlfriend, right? So I started hanging around with the older cat more often, right? Because I was in the mode of trying to make something happen in my life, you know, as far as myself, just career-wise, job-wise, you know what I'm saying, money-wise, trying to hustle, whatever the case may be, just trying to change my position and get better. So I started hanging out with the older cat a lot more often because he had experience on working in the corporate world. You know what I'm saying? He had experience working in the corporate world. And I guess he fell off or whatever. He fell off. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't working no more. Some shit happened. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know personally. He didn't tell me. I never asked why this nigga hanging around the hood often, more often. You know what I'm saying? You know, he moved out of this apartment he had to another apartment, you know what I'm saying, but he still wasn't working or whatever. So he was having a hard time, I guess, trying to find work, I guess, I don't know. So at a point in time, he lost everything. His apartment, you know what I'm saying? All he had was his car, right? All he had was his car. So we hanging around still often, you know what I'm saying? We from the same hood, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? This the only nigga I'm hanging with. I'm not hanging with the one with my age, you know what I'm saying? Cause he not on the same mentality that I have. We're not on the same page, you know what I'm saying? But it's still my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure some shit out. How can I make something happen? You know, I can trying to come up some type of way, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make something happen, trying to create something, get my mind thinking, create something, you know. I'm with the older homeboy, so I know he trying to get back right, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, I'm hanging out with him more often. I'm not hanging around with the guy my age. I'm not hanging around with the other two guys that got kids, you know, they got a family and a wife. You know what I'm saying? So the older homeboy, he fell on his knuckles. So he on his knuckles, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes he'll come to my crib, my apartment, and probably, you know what I'm saying, try to waste time, chill, waste time, because he probably got shit else to do. You know what I'm saying? I might let him spend the night. Sometimes I ain't want him to spend the night. He'll spend the night in the hallway, the stairway. He'll be in the stairway, doing whatever he's doing, looking through his paperwork, trying to see what type of jobs he's looking up, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a way to get back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get off his knuckles. So, like I say, he'll come through. Sometimes I ain't want him to come through. The shit was getting on my nerves, really. You know what I'm saying? Because I be to myself or whatever. So, but I don't mind letting the homeboy chill, spend the night. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. It ain't all the time, but I don't mind. Or whatever. And like I say, this was still the nigga I'm hanging around with. You know what I'm saying? So, fast forward, right? Fast forward. You know what I'm saying? I was dating this girl, okay? Not really dating. I'm dating her. You know what I'm saying? I'm tricking, though. I'm tricking. And we just hanging out, having fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. We having fun. And my shit. I'm having fun. Okay? So, the older homeboy, you know what I'm saying? You know, we talk here and there, like we talk there and there every day. So he tell me stuff, I tell him stuff. Nothing really too personal. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really too personal. We just kicking game with each other. You know what I'm saying? We just kicking game to each other. You know? So he finding this way to get back on his feet, right? So he found the way to get back on his feet. You know, he done got a job. He done motherfucker bought him a truck. You know what I'm saying? You know? So he on his high horse and shit. Right? He on his high horse. So we still hanging tough. You know what I'm saying? We still hanging tough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him to be a plug for me for something. You know what I'm saying? You know? It's just my man's. You know, he work in the corporate world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find a way to put my plan together so I can make my next move. You know what I'm saying? Make something happen, you know, for myself or for whoever in my circle. So, like I say, he didn't get back on his feet. He doing his thing. He on his high horse. So somehow he get connected with the chick I was dating, right? So I kind of find out that they've been around. I don't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't trip about what was going on. I just can see that they both been around each other, you know, by the way the girl act and by the way he act. You know what I'm saying? Because it been times when he was on his knuckles, I would have him at my apartment and I would have her too. You know what I'm saying? You know, just kicking it or whatever. So he'll come through while she there and I'll let her come through or whatever, chill for a minute or whatever, let her know I got company. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, he didn't got back on his feet and everything and shit like that. So, he was on his high horse. So, like I say, something was telling me they've been around. Just because how he was acting towards me, then when I have her around sometimes, I peep how she was acting or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I'm talking shit to her about him. right? Because I want her to go tell him what the fuck I'm saying. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, since I know she gonna probably tell him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, whatever's going on, this game plan, we can stop that shit between me and him. Like, whatever you doing, nigga, I don't give a fuck what's going on. Just don't play no mind games with me, dog. You know? That's it. Don't play no mind games with me. So, they get to playing mind games, right? They get to playing mind games, both of them and shit. So it's like, all right. So I stopped talking to the one chick, right? And then I had got a little evidence that he was around. Okay, I probably assumed, or probably was true. I figured it was true that they've been around. She been around him and a couple more homeboys. Now, mind you, I don't give a fuck what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I stressed to the homeboy, the older homeboy. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if you hit, if any nigga hit, nigga. Just don't play no games with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So, me and him kind of stopped talking because the shit I said about him, right? He couldn't be man enough to, you know what I'm saying, let's just show old girl we still gonna be homeboys, but you know what I'm saying, if everybody hitting it, everybody hitting it. Cool, fine and dandy. Fine and dandy, right? But that ain't what they wanted to do. They wanted to keep playing these mind games and shit. You know what I'm saying? So okay, cool. So the nigga, the older nigga, he kind of ditched me or tried to play me to the left, like we was never that cool like that. You know what I'm saying? But other niggas know we cool like that. You know what I'm saying? I got the nigga around my family. You know what I'm saying? You know, hanging. You know what I'm saying? I even bought some pussy for us to fuck one time. Not the chick, not that chick, a different chick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so we hanging tough. So he tried to play me to the left, like we weren't hanging tough like that, or he really wanted my homeboy like that. Just off the shit I told old girl. It was 3 things I told her. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this nigga name is already going around the hood being talked about in a bad way. And he was always wondering if somebody always talking about him. And I'd be like, ain't nobody, we don't be talking about you when you not around. Don't nobody be asking me about you. I'll take care of it. Hold on 1 second. So back to what I was saying, right? So the homeboy was feeling himself and shit, you know what I'm saying? Got back on his feet, got him a new ride, you know what I'm saying? Calling me here and there about a bitch he fucking, and you know, shit was just getting weird. So one time I had to tell him, like, man, whatever high horse you on, dog, you need to get off that motherfucker, or slow your vibe down, because the way you been coming at me, man, you know, I'm not feeling that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to explain to him man to man one day, because he came to my crib to chill before I was about to head out, go out somewhere. So the nigga was in my room and shit, and I think this when This was, I think it was not Hillary Clinton, not Hillary. Who was the motherfucker? What's the name? Wife? The president, man. The Monica Lewinsky deal. That nigga wife. I think she was running for president. So you know what I'm saying? I got her on TV speaking. So this nigga in my room and shit, nigga fired up a square. So I'm in the living room and I can see my room. I was like, this nigga fired up a square in my bedroom? You know what I'm saying? That's where my TV at the time. So I say, blood, you know what I'm saying? Come out my room, dog. You smoking a cigarette in my room and shit, you know what I'm saying? Laying all in my bed and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you gotta get out my shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's about that square in the living room, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I told him that, nigga, whatever high horse you on, dog, you need to calm that shit down, man, because I ain't feeling that shit, you know what I'm saying? And whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I already mentioned it to him, how I felt, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was another time we was together, and we went over another homeboy house, right? An older homeboy, they around the same age, and so like I said, they around the same age and shit, so we over there. So you know what I'm saying, I decided to kick it with this nigga again. Like, nigga, whatever you own, dog, I don't give a fuck if it got something to do with that girl, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is, nigga. I just don't like the way you being about shit, the way you going about shit, man, you know what I'm saying? And if you fucking with her, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who fucking with her, nigga. Just cut that hoe shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking you. Stop this little hoe shit you doing. You know what I'm saying? So he was lying to my face and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it. So the nigga be on weird shit too. You know, he be making little weird faces and shit. You know what I'm saying? And little weird noises and shit, you know what I'm saying? He's like weird, he's smart, intelligent, but he a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Still my homeboy, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like I was saying, you know, he ended up dropping me off at the crib or whatever. So I did all that before I even said anything to old girl about him. You know what I'm saying? I already warned this nigga a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Literally was about to split this nigga because I know he lied to my face. So I wasn't even talking to old girl at this time. So I called her up, told her to come through, come fuck with me and shit. So she came through and shit. So that's when I was telling her little hoe shit about him. Because I'm like, I know y'all been around each other. So whatever I'm going to say, I know you go send it back. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this nigga name already been thrown in the mud already. In the hood, around the hood. But I really don't know that. Because ain't nobody really telling me nothing about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just know what he tell me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nigga, don't nobody be talking about you when I'm around other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because you always ask me, is they talking about me, Wayne? Or who talking about me, Wayne? And all that. I'm like, man, you getting on my nerves with this shit, cuz. So, like I say, I told old girl what's up, and then I know I just ended it where the nigga tried to play me to the left like he ain't fuck with me like that. So the nigga played me to the left like he ain't fuck with me like that, and he was trying to play me like nigga, you fuck with them young niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a group of young niggas that I be around. We all be around. You know what I'm saying? But he's not my best friends or my buddies. These just young niggas that I watched grow up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So he tried to play me like, nigga, that's your kind.